Is speaking for the first time since the diocese whistleblower stepped forward.
He says he has some regrets. He says at times he feels embarrassed, but he is not going to step down. 7 Eyewitness News I-Team Chief Investigator Charlie Specht has been following this ongoing sex abuse crisis from the very beginning. He's live downtown tonight.
Well, the headline of this interview was Buffalo Bishop Richard Malone insisting that he will not resign as Bishop of Buffalo despite intense pressure to do so from Catholics across Western New York. The bishop saying in his mind he had a, quote, good record when it comes to child abuse, despite what he calls recent mistakes. Now, one of those mistakes involves the case of Father Art Smith, a story that we first broke 2 months ago, and it involves how Father Smith was accused of inappropriate contact with a child, was then removed from ministry by previous Buffalo Bishop Edward Kimmick, only to be returned to ministry by Bishop Malone. Now, for the first time here in this interview with WBEN, Bishop Malone admitted that he was wrong in how he handled this, and he attempted to apologize to WBEN.
When I did sign off on his request to be a chaplain on a cruise ship, that was a mistake on my part, and I kicked myself for having done that. We had decided with Art Smith, because, again, the Facebook incident did not rise to technically to be sexual abuse, to keep him in some limited ministry. Now that backfired too, because even sending him to work in a old folks home, in a nursing home, nothing happened with children, but there were some inappropriate actions with adults, and so we were dealing with him, but not in a way I would do it now. I admit my failure there.
Interesting there, he said, we have decided. It's not clear here who else is advising him when he's making these decisions. But to some, this recent media blitz here, which includes a press conference this coming Monday, will certainly be seen by his critics here as too little, too late. One member of the clergy I spoke with here before this interview said he expected the bishop to apologize during the interview. He said if he does, I accept his apology, but he said when it comes to the issue of sexual abuse of minors or adults, that is certainly not good enough, and he believes that the bishop needs to step aside for the good of the diocese. Live in Amherst, Charlie Specht, 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay, thank you, Charlie.